Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. I'm an author and mental health educator. Welcome to your Depression Recovery channel, where each week we talk about practical tools and coping strategies for healing from depression and anxiety. The name of today's video is called, So This Is What It Feels Like to Be Normal. Well, before we find out what that is, we have to start with our morning joke or daily joke. My yoga teacher was a little drunk during our session this morning. He really put me in an awkward position. Yeah, well, watch it, yoga teacher. You may have to go into AA. All right, well, as I said, the title of this video is So This Is What It Feels Like to Be Normal. So, I've told over and over again during these videos, or mentioned over and over, that depression is a lifelong condition. This is certainly true of one of my group members, David, I'll call him, 52 years old. He had been struggling with treatment-resistant depression for decades, and he was wondering if he'd ever get better. Then one week he came to a group with exciting news. He had tried a brand new antidepressant, and behold, he was starting to feel a little bit more uplifted. His energy, his appetite, his mood, his focus were all improving. The following week, Howard came back to the group and remarked that his mood was continuing to improve. He said, "Wow, so this is what it feels like to be normal. I never knew." And he realized that for the last week, he had not tracked his mood, his exercise, diet, sleep, etc., which he diligently did for his prescriber because his world was so unstable that he didn't know what he would feel like from day to day. Can any of you relate? Now it occurred to Howard that he'd be able to put his focus elsewhere. He said, "My goodness, this is what people feel like who don't struggle with mental illness. They don't worry about how they're going to be feeling or what their mood's going to be like from day to day. They can schedule something a month out ahead of time and not worry that when the time comes, they won't be able to function." I just realized this really hits close to home because in 2 months, I'm supposed to go on a trip to Costa Rica. And I'm really struggling with my sleep right now. And I'm worried, even though I paid for the airplane and the hotels, when that time comes, the day before or the week before, am I going to feel like going? My 2 friends who are going with me, hey, they've traveled around the world. This never occurred to them. But for me, it's going to be a last-minute decision. People who don't suffer from depression or mental illness like Howard and myself don't fully understand what it takes just to keep our heads above water from day to day. Maybe this is what happened when I was going through an episode of agitated depression, one of many, I'm afraid. And this person said, "Hey, look, you're really kind of uptight and pacing back and forth. Just sit down, take a deep breath and relax." As if I could do so. He didn't understand that if I had known or figured out how to relax, I would have done so a long time ago. I wasn't really enjoying pacing back and forth. It's kind of like somebody saying when someone's depressed, well, look on the bright side of things. No, it doesn't work that way. When your brain is out of control, you can't consciously make it do squat. So if you are suffering from depression or anxiety or bipolar disorder, don't automatically assume that other people can understand what you're going through. The people who can understand, best understand, of course, are fellow depressives, right? Because they're having the same experience. And they're not going to judge you, for example, if one day you can't get out of bed and get to work. Other people would say, "Hey, what's wrong with you, dude? Just come in, just suck it up, right? Get to your job." But sometimes you just don't want to get out of bed, and other people going through the same thing are not going to criticize you for it. This is why I ran my depression support groups for all those years. Each week I witnessed people coming together in community to give each other validation, support, connection. And more recently, this is why I've created my live YouTube video chat. Every Sunday at noon, people from all over the world, I mean all over, here, Great Britain, the UK, Holland, South America, the Middle East, Pakistan, they all come together in community, join together for 1 hour to support each other, to encourage each other, and to create a field of love. And if you can't make it live, don't worry, because after each live chat is concluded, I immediately post it on this YouTube channel. So I have 2 other suggestions if you're looking to get some community connection support from other people with depression, anxiety. There are 2 nationwide groups, been around a long time. One is called the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI, and the other is called the Depression Bipolar Support Alliance, or DBSA. I'm going to put the links to these organizations in the description section. And when you click on these links and go to their websites, you'll see some other links that say find support. When you click on those links, they'll show you the chapters of their organizations that exist in your state and also in your city, if your city is big enough. And also, there's something called Lion Rock Recovery that has online support groups. So, it's out there. And it's so important to be around people who know what you're going through based on their own experience. I encourage you to do it, and I hope you find the structures that will support that. This has been Douglas Bloch. Thank you so much for watching these videos. We're coming up on our 10th year of making them. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe to this channel, in the closing credits, click on my photo. You'll be taken to the subscribe page. If you click on the little bell up to the right, you'll be notified every time we do a new video or a live chat. If you want to email me, douglasbloch@gmail.com. Oh no, yes. I really appreciate all the comments you leave every time I do a video. They're very touching. So feel free to leave a comment. And if you want to support this channel monetarily, you can do so during the live video chats where we take donations, or go to my crowdfunding website called Patreon, patreon.com/Douglas Bloch, and you'll be able to give to this channel for as little as $2 a month. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you again for watching.